Okay, Superintendent Route Commander SRC Chukuma Obonna Ezuma. Ezuma is in our midst. Please put hands together for him. Yes, it's in our midst. SPED. Okay, SPEO RS 9.2 Airborne Sector Command is in our midst and is next to speak.
DJs. Sorry, it's not the mic, it's my voice. We have decoration of officers, so we have a lot of events. I'm actually here to represent the Sector Commander RS 9.2 Airborne Sector Command, FRSC, Corps Commander Daniel Nnamdi Asanya, FSI. We were invited to give a lecture during these auspicious events. But before I start, I wasn't here when the protocol was established, but let me recognize the presence, or at least I know the president of the association, or the chairman, and our executives from the national branch, our senior officer from Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other invited dignitaries. Well, I've introduced myself already, and I don't want to waste your time. I know some of you, once you see this, our uniform, is a serious problem. This man don't nod the head. So I know immediately I came from the back. I noticed some people's body language. So, but the truth is that our work is important. We must do it. And our work is not only for us to do. It's a job for everybody. 2024, 5,431 people died from road traffic crashes. Because for the purpose of this lecture, we don't call them accidents. When you call something an accident, it means there was nothing you could do. It's an accident. It just happened. But I want to put it to you that is, in fact, 99.9% of what we call road traffic accidents are crashes. Do you understand? They are fully avoidable. You know, in Nigeria, if something happens and we cannot explain it, in fact, we don't even look for the explanation. We'll just target village people. The next thing, let's say this handsome young man now is here, God forbid, something happens. The next thing they'll say, you get one contract. Somebody book him for one job. He was supposed to collect 10 million. Say maybe one of you are here like this now. We want this and I ain't do something for him. But it's nothing like that. In fact, 99.9% of these crashes is not one thing that is to cause it. It's not one thing. The last speaker was talking, the last person who asked question was talking about arriving late for an event. It's still one of them. If you don't set out on time, you're predisposed to what? To speeding. True or false? If you have an event for 12 o'clock, for example, if you ask the secretary, what they gave us was 10 a.m. And timeliness is part of our core values. I called him by 9. Do you understand? By 9, I was ready to come. I called him by 9. We had an event for 11. That was supposed to start for it, but I thought by 11 we should have been done. I called him by 9. From 10 o'clock, he gave me 12 o'clock. I called him by 11 or 11:30. He didn't call me to tell me that it's not 11:30. I was the one that was calling him. In fact, sometimes I'll call more than 3 times or 4 times. And he told me that I should come by 2. And if anybody checked the person's time when I came here, by 2 o'clock sharp, I was already here because I factored in my distance, my time, and everything. Do you understand? And that is the way we should operate as professionals. The last person asked, as a professional, that's what you people are like. These people are professional DJs. I should not book you for my event by 12 o'clock and you're coming by 2. Anything you're giving me is excuse. That makes me automatically, I just know this person is not a professional. In fact, if somebody does not compensate me like this man said, and the compensation is not good, or like the other chairman said, maybe the person play something that have never been played before. He played angelic music that God in heaven was dancing. Be sure I'm never going to call that person again. It shows a lack of professionalism. Do you understand? So, and that is why this our road, if you calculate that, I told you 2024 was 5,420 something people. Last year was 5,280 something people. It reduced maybe with like 100 people. But if you calculate it, it's around 14 people who die from road traffic crash every day. I'm not telling you the people that are injured or the people that are wounded. The people that died. Professors, they inside. Traditional rulers, they inside. Men of God, they inside. Do you understand? People were fine, they inside. Ugly people, they inside. People that were healthy, they there. Do you understand? So if you look at it, that's if you check that statistics, you divide it by 365 days, 15 people, 14 point something people every day. There is nobody, there is nothing in Nigeria that kills people like that. Do you understand? I beg to be corrected. If there's anything that you feel that kills people like that in Nigeria, raise up your hand. Not HIV, not banditry, not kidnapping. Nothing kills 15 people a day, every day. And that is what this road does. This road is the unifier of everybody. Once we're on the road, everybody is equal. Even if somebody that is driving convoy, if the person drives convoy, see trailer coming, will he put head and be blowing siren? Will remove hand. If that trailer see another trailer way past that one, he too will remove hand. And that is why we say something in road safety. The road, this road that we use is patient, but it does not forgive. You can do something for 20, 30 years. You will go. 1 second mistake is over. Do you understand? And we talk about, like, what are those things? What are those things? One, the ones people are predisposed to. People go for a lot of events. Events are always accompanied with what? Drinking of alcohol. Let me tell you the danger about drinking with alcohol. You know, a lot of people, if you ask them, they'll tell you, no worries. Then when I drink, now my eye declare. In fact, I was one of those kind of people. If you ask me before, I'll tell you, when I drink, when my eye declare. But I'm telling you that thing is rubbish. Let me tell you, when the problem with drinking and driving or impaired driving is not the way you drive. It's when something arises where you're supposed to think rationally. Alcohol will never make you think rationally. So you might be a good driver, you might be driving slow, go to cross the road like this. You will see the goats. Alcohol will tell you, this goat, make I carry your hand, go like this. If you are with your normal sense, you will know what to do. But because of that, this thing that happened, that alcohol will just tell you one nonsense thing. Say, no worry, continue, now goat. Do you understand? Do you understand? That's the problem with drinking while it's not that you will not be a good driver. No. But it's that when there's need for you to behave rationally, you will never ever behave rationally. That's the problem with drinking while driving. Another problem you people DJs might have now is overloading. You see some of you like this now, they've paid you people. Professional DJ, senior DJ, you 20 what they call it? Speakers. They've paid you well, instead of the person to get a vehicle that can accommodate those speakers. Person will go and get chatter one keke bus, one of those keke truck, mini bus, because he wants to save cost. And those are part of the things. Now, if you ask that man and ask that question, that car broke down, if you check it well, it might be that kind of thing. Do you understand? And that's why I told you from the beginning, one thing does not cause crash. If you see any accident on the road, minimum will be like 3-4 things. One, maybe the person tire don't chop in the manage am. That they rain, they fall. In wife, they born for hospital in the rush. Do you understand? So it will be like 3 things that will now finally end up with the tire bad, of which if the tire was good in the rush, if he match break, maybe in for stop. Do you understand? Or in the drink normally every day. That day ain't saying go drink, join them. Rain can't they fall, the road was wet. Ain't gone now, no fit think rationally. Do you understand? And that's how this crash, it's not always one thing. It's always a series of things that will occur before crashes happen. So I told you another one now is what? Overloading. Overloading. You carry small keke bus, you will now say, let me carry this thing. After being paid properly. Because the last person was talking about pricing. So another one is what? This one is the simplest things. But you know, as Nigerians, you know, we all of us, including myself, Nigerians are very stubborn people. You see seat belts, this seat belt. Let me tell you something. In 2014 or 2013, I was driving in Abuja. That express road, if any of you that have been to Abuja, that goes from, what they call it, Life Camp Kado, and goes to Central Mosque. I was driving. I was still very young. You know, look at my age now. My nose checked like 2014. So I was driving, and I was driving my father's car, 544 Peugeot station wagon. And anybody that knows 544 station, Peugeot station wagon, you know that this car does not have what? It does not have ABS. I know a lot of you don't know what ABS means. And I'll explain it to you. You know, who knows? Who knows what ABS is? Raise up your hand if you know what ABS is. ABS. ABS. Okay, you know what it is. Tell us what ABS is and what it does in the vehicle.
It's auto brake lock, something of that nature. Auto brake system. Yes, it helps the car. If you match brake, it will not slip.
Is he correct? Is he correct? Okay, the people that say does anybody have a varying another opinion? Okay, he confidently spoke rubbish. So give him a round of applause. ABS has nothing to do with automatic braking. ABS is anti-lock braking system. And basically what an ABS does is, if any of you drove old vehicles, you will know that once you match your brake, you cannot turn your steering. Your steering will lock. I don't know that there's nobody here that drove Pampan. Nobody drove Pampan here. Hi. Oh, nobody drove B2. Okay. Pampan 544. You drove Pampan. If you match brake, what is to happen? The steering will lock. If you want to turn your steering, you must remove that leg from that brake. So as technology was moving, they now invented anti-lock. That's these cars people are driving now. You can match brake, you turn left, you turn right, you still be swerving. Do you understand? So you can, as you're braking, you can evade obstacles. Do you understand? That's what an ABS is. You know, some people tell ABS, if I match and my car will just stop once. It's not true. Do you understand? That has a lot to do with other factors. And that's why, let me chip in this point here. A lot of us in Nigeria, our foundation in driving is very poor. But it should not remain like that. We have AI. We have access to information. Information is readily available. We are in a golden time. This is a fantastic time. Information is available. Equip yourself with the necessary information. It's for your own good. It might be a matter of life or death. I'm putting it to you. I came here to speak here for a reason. It might be because of you now, Chairman, you way they look me like this. You not go know. If it be because of you. Do you understand? Equip yourself with knowledge. If you can buy the highway code, buy it and read it. It's good you equip, because plenty people here, what we know how to do in Nigeria is to move vehicle. But we don't know how to drive. If you ask somebody, if I ask this man, if he will say I've been driving before they gave birth to you. If I ask him 3 simple questions, he will not be able to answer anyone. Those are the kind of drivers we have. I'm sure nobody here has seen the NRTR. And that's why they can take advantage of you. If I stop you like this, I say, DJ, where are you going to? Hey, give me your EcoBoost license. You start to panic. The next thing, you initiate bribe. That's how it is now. I'm sure if they ask people now, if they want complain, people say road safety is to collect bribe. Who is to give them? Have road safety ever put hand in somebody's pocket to collect bribe? Now, person go, in fact, the first thing is the person will tell you, officer, how we go take run am. Do you understand? You already know that he has contravened, he's wrong. The first thing will tell you, officer, this one they go government, which one they enter your pocket. Do you understand? That's the normal thing. I did patrol. So you understand what I'm saying? So I was driving this vehicle, and we were driving convoy. We were going to the club. Oh, I'm telling you, I was very young. And the first vehicle was a Corolla. The second one was an Avalon, that old 2007 or 2005 Avalon. And my 504 Pampa station wagon. I was the last person. 2 other vehicles was behind. I'm sorry, 2 vehicles in front of me. The Corolla was the first. The Avalon was the one in the second vehicle. So we got where we were supposed to climb on top of the bridge. People that know Abuja, you know that's Zone 4 bridge. If you go right, you're going to Zone 4 towards Sheraton. All this. If you go left, you're now entering inside Wuse 2. So the first person, don't worry, 2 minutes, I'll be done. So the first person climbed. The second person missed road, stayed on that bridge. By then I was adjusting my radio. Just for me to raise up my head, I just saw a reverse light, on top express. If you've been to Abuja, it's not this one we call express, proper express road. So I just there where they try fire to catch up. I just saw reverse lights. What will I do? I try to remove my hand. As I match my brake, no ABS. Steering hang. For me to come out from that person's that I've run into him, I remove my leg from the brake. I enter inside that bush. That bush beside the express. And the customer started. and ended on the side. So the driver's door side was the side up that was in the roof side. But fortunately for me, I was wearing a seat belt. So I just removed my seat belt, stood on the ground because my windows were wound down, stood on the ground, raised myself out and came out. Before people gathered, when people gathered, they now joined me to stand the vehicle. As they stood the vehicle, they decided to look for who was inside. They didn't know it was me. That is the power of your seat belt. And you don't buy it. It's not something you go to the market to buy. It's already inside your car. Then imagine if that car somersaulted with me inside. Car that does not have airbag. 544 is iron. Like the real iron. By the time it's turning me inside, at least even if I don't die, I would have sustained serious issue. I went home safely to go and sleep. The next day we continued. You will now discuss. Life now is secure. You can always discuss property. So seatbelt is one thing that is very important. I don't have a lot of time. There are a lot of things I would have talked about. So I'll end with this. As professional DJs, you equally have a role to play in terms of advocacy for road safety. Because no matter how well I use the road, if you're not using the road well, the road is not going to be safe. We went for a crash around 5-6 years ago where 4 people were coming back from Enugu in a 406, and somebody driving a Toyota Hilux. It was drizzling. The person fell asleep around the Isheke, flew the median of the road and ran into this 406. And all the people in the 406 died. But the person inside the Hilux did not die. In fact, not really wound. Do you understand? So, and that's the danger. That's why the road is dangerous. Because if you say I want to do everything the right way. If you're not doing everything the right way, you might still end my life. And that's why we appeal to DJs as advocacy. When you go for events, you people, like somebody last week I talked about people mastering, like him being it's not just a DJ, it's an event planner. Because people set the tone for how events go. A good DJ sets the tone for how the event. They put your hands up, put their hand up. If DJ say do this thing, though, if the song DJ will play, everybody will start to dance one kind of dance. They'll say it's TikTok. So DJ can equally say, if you know you're driving, you people should not drink. Yes, 1 or 2 people will remember and listen. Yes, and it might be that person's life. Because of that person, you're saying it. But you should remember that you cannot give what you don't have. It's not the one that after you now, the person saying that you're going to drive. You don't drink like 6 bottles. As you know, 6 bottles, you can say, don't drink and drive. They will not look at you like this person don't know what I'm saying. So, we are appealing to you people to help us advocate for road safety, because the road cannot truly be safe until we all use it safely. On that note, I told you there are a lot of other things that I want to say, but because of time, we hope that when next you will have this kind of forum, subsequently, even if it's just a chapter, people can always reach us. We'll come and then we'll talk to you people. We don't have, me personally, I don't have another work. This is the only work I'm doing. So anytime you call me, I'll answer. Do you understand? So thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you for having me.
We'll push it together for our speaking. Thank you, sir.
Life no get, but some people